Folks, I am Adhikari and today we'll make a classic French potato side dish that goes really well with any red meat, let it be steak or lamb. Now it's known as au gratin, and if you add cheese to au gratin, it becomes Gratin Dauphinoise. Now, too difficult to pronounce, this essentially is sliced potatoes in bechamel based sauce and topped with cheese, baked for about 1 hour 15 minutes. So why wait? Let's check out the ingredients of this classic French dish. So to make potato au gratin, you need about 4 to 5 russet potatoes, 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 6 to 7 sprigs of thyme, 7 to 8 cloves of garlic, 1 shallot, 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter, 1 cup of cheddar cheese. You can use Gruyere or white cheddar cheese as well. Salt to taste, half cup of heavy cream, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1 cup of milk. So let's start by slicing the potatoes. I'm heating a saucepan to make the bechamel sauce. So my pan is hot enough. I'll put some olive oil so that the butter does not burn, and then I'll add all the butter. So the butter has melted. Now I'm adding all the shallots to the butter. So let the shallots cook till the raw smell of the shallots are gone. So now the shallots have become a bit translucent, as you can see. Now I'll add the garlic in it. I'll add almost all the garlic and let the garlic simmer in the butter for about 2 minutes. And one thing to note is these should not change color as much, so cooking at low heat is important, and make sure that the garlic is smashed well. So the garlic and shallots have become fragrant, and see, they've started to stick in the bottom. That means it's time to add the flour and make the roux. So we'll use a small bit of flour at a time, not everything together. So just adding the flour and mixing this properly. Adding a bit more flour and mixing this properly. You want to make sure that the flour is cooked completely, and adding the remaining flour and cooking this. So what you're doing is making a roux. So this will help to thicken the sauce. You have to cook until the flour loses its raw smell, while preventing the flour from turning color to brown. Perfect. Now the flour has cooked thoroughly and it has slightly changed color. So now I'll add all of the milk, the heavy cream, and mix this properly first, and then I'll add the thyme, add some nutmeg, I forgot to tell, I'll also add about 1 tablespoon of black pepper, and some salt, and I'll let this mixture simmer till the sauce is super thick. So it has been about 5 minutes and the sauce is ready. You see, this is so creamy. And I'll switch off the heat and take out the sprigs of thyme. I'll let it cool till it's completely normal temperature or room temperature. So I have peeled the potatoes and cut them so that we can make good slices. And you can use any way to make slices. I'll just make slices and put it in water, because this will prevent discoloration of the potatoes. So I'll start making slices. And the slices should be around this thick. If I show you, yeah, this should be the thickness of the slice. So I'll continue making slices. So the slices are ready. I'll just rinse this in water a couple of times, and then we'll start assembling. The rinsing helps remove extra starch, which will make the potatoes crispy. So again, showing the thickness of the slice, this should be the thickness of the slice. It's pretty thin, it's about 1.5 millimeters. Now I've rinsed the potatoes. Now I'll dry it a bit so that the potatoes are crispy when they are cooked. So I'm just using a paper towel and spreading the potatoes. I'm using a paper towel and putting it back in the same mixing bowl. I'm just making sure that the potatoes are dry enough to crisp up when they are being baked. So now the potatoes are rinsed properly, and this is my sauce. I'll just take out some of the sprigs that are still there. Now adding the potatoes in the sauce and mixing this properly, and taking out extra sprigs of thyme. All the potatoes should be uniformly coated. Perfect. Now it's time to assemble the potatoes. So I've taken a small baking rack, and you can make this in a different way as well. And in the baking rack, I'm just placing the potatoes, adding some cheese in between, and then placing the potatoes again. And you can stack it up as much as you want. You can add the big slices of potatoes on top. Perfect. So doing the same for all the 12. Perfect. Now this is ready. So I'll bake this at around 380 Fahrenheit for about 40 minutes till the potatoes are tender. So it's been about 40 minutes, and let's check if the potatoes are al dente. And see the beautiful color that has come out. Now when you're baking, you can actually remove these brown spots further if these potatoes are not cooked and we need to cook them again. So I'll give this another 10 minutes to bake, and I'll remove the sides before baking so that it does not burn. Yep, they're al dente. Perfect. Now I'll add some more cheese on top. And I'll bake this for another 5 minutes so that the cheese melts and it will create a nice golden brown crust. See the beautiful layers of the au gratin. These are all potato layers. And now if I cut this, you can see all the tiny layers. You can see all the layers. And this should come in a fork like this. So this was the recipe for au gratin or Gratin Dauphinoise. is really a comfort food. I can eat it as is. So try out my recipe and let me know how it turned out for you in the comment section. And yes, if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And let me enjoy this.